Pacific Coast coastal mountain ranges, including the Cascades and the Sierra Nevada, extend along the west coast of North America from Mexico to Alaska. Before passing over these peaks, storm clouds blowing in off the Pacific Ocean dump most Chapter 1, the first Americans of their moisture. The tallest forests in North America grow here. Seals and sea otters sun along the rocky coast. Small and large game animals feed on the abundant vegetation. In this rich environment, the people didn't need to farm. They met their needs by fishing, hunting, and gathering. In Southern California, mild year-round weather meant that native peoples needed very little clothing and shelter for protection. Cultural groups often numbered fewer than several hundred members and lived within a restricted geographic range. Because of this isolation, the various peoples in this area spoke dozens of different languages and dialects. The Pomo and the Chumash, two typically small cultural groups, hunted rabbits and quail and foraged for nuts, seeds, and grasses. They ground acorns into flour for baking. In the region made up of modern-day Northern California, Oregon, Washington, and southern Alaska, the climate was less temperate. Summers were long and mild, but unlike the southern coast, a short winter ushered in one of the wettest seasons anywhere on Earth. A spectacular rainforest with towering evergreen canopies developed in this area. Along the northern Pacific coastline, channels between barrier islands and the mainland buffered storms howling in off the Pacific. Receding glaciers left behind deep river channels called fjords, F-A-U-R-D-S, opening into the ocean. Salmon teemed in these waters, while whales swam nearby in the warm ocean currents. Moose and deer roamed in dense forests tall enough to provide house planks 5 feet, 15 measures wide, and logs for 30-foot, 9 measures dugout canoes. In this rich, complex environment, economic activities required many hands, especially when millions of mature salmon spawned upriver from the Pacific Ocean each August and September. An entire village, men, women, and children, worked feverishly to build stone traps and spear the salmon caught in them. They built bonfires to smoke and preserve the catch. Similarly, it took many men in many boats to harpoon a whale and tow the kill to shore. For weeks, the community worked to carve the flesh and bone. Everyone ate fresh whale meat, especially the blubber, around the hearth. Whale oil lit dark, cavernous log homes during the long winter months. Women worked bones into tools, including knives, scrapers, and needles. Native artists prized whales' teeth and made ornate etchings and carvings from the ivory. For these group efforts, the northern Pacific Coast peoples enjoyed considerable rewards. There was such a surplus of food and other material goods, including baskets and elaborately painted carvings, that families and clans held village-wide celebrations called potlatches to share the bounty freely among friends. Among one Pacific Coast group, the Nootka, clans competed to see which could be the most generous. In this culture, people associated social status and prestige with giving away wealth rather than accumulating it.